Hey guys, we have a challenge on our hands. We got a call to come pick up a generator that has been abandoned for about a year. Okay, we really do not know the make of the generator, if it's a Sumac Farmer generator or it's an Elepac generator or whichever product it is. We really do not know, but what we can confirm is that it's a 1900 generator that uses a GS154 crankcase or GS154 engine, as some people would want to call it. Okay, this generator, according to the owner, said it's been abandoned for a year, and before it was abandoned, the generator smokes excessively, such that when you refill the generator crankcase with engine oil, in less than 2 days you have to refill again. But he was actually using it like that until things got out of hand. Even if he refills the generator crankcase, the generator sometimes would not still come on, and that the engine oil touches the plug and makes it difficult to come on. Hence, he abandoned it and got a brand new one. Alright, we'll be taking this with us and doing a full overhauling work on it. So guys, stay with us.
Because the generator has been abandoned for a long time, probably up to a year, we will be overhauling it from the beginning to end. That means we'll be breaking the generator down to the lowest of volts. Let's go. Taking off the exhaust. What we are doing now is to disconnect the dashboard from the coil. Unplug all relevant wires. Take off the earth wire. Okay, now we have almost the skeleton. What else do we do? We're losing the settings so we can take out the engine from the frame or from this skid completely. What do we do next? This is a very sensitive part. We'll try to take off the alternator. Let's do that. But it's notice if we try losing this way, it's just going to rotate and rotate. It's just going to rotate and rotate, and of course we will not be able to lose it this way because the armature just rotates at will. So what we do at this point is to get something, probably a screwdriver, to hook this particular point. Oh, this we are supposed to use this screwdriver to hook here, but I swear this is too wide for this particular stuff. For a bigger generator, it could have gone in. So I will get a smaller screwdriver. Okay, this screwdriver is thinner and it goes in freely. So it will turn this till it gets to a point where it can no longer move, and then you have to get to this point and get to a point where it will be stiff, and of course when I think we've gotten it now. Wow, this thing is quite strong. Oh, we got it at one point, but we lost it there. Okay, that's quite strong, so we need another spanner that could do justice. Okay, let's try this out so we can. All right, we've been able to use this now because this gave us a better torque. We had to apply the same energy we applied for this, but since that had a better displacement, we were able to lose it. Now we can take this screwdriver out now, since we've been able to lose this, and then we lose like that all through. What do we do next? We try to take out this we'll try to take out this armature cover. It's called an armature cover, or it's called a rear cover. But in some cases, in most cases, I do not do that, especially when I know the alternator is not what I'm going to fix. So I try to take everything out at once. By everything, I mean the armature and the field windings. So what I do is I tighten it back a little. This is the regular way of doing this. I tighten it back a little, and then I slowly and gently tap this. slowly and gently tap it. What this does is it tries to shake the foundation to which the armature is connected to the crankshaft. Okay, let me see if it has done any justice to it. I'm not quite sure it has. I'm not quite sure. Okay. Oh well, my initial intention was to pull everything at once, but it turned out we couldn't just do it that way. So gently please. Now we'll just take out the wow, see cockroaches inside this generator. Generator has been abandoned for a while, so we just had to take out the feed coil and we push it further so the cockroaches can disperse. There are cockroaches in that part, so they can disperse. Okay, so what we do now is the second way. We try, after taking that out, we try to take this out alone, and then because I know very well this stuff is going to be, this rotor is going to be very, very hard to pull, considering how long it has stayed without anyone fixing or touching it. I will just add little lubrication into this particular part where the bolt goes in. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this so the oil will lubricate the inner part that's connecting this rotor to the crankshaft. Okay, let's go. Let me get a little liquid. I will get maybe fuel or engine oil could do, but I think I will just prefer engine oil a little. Okay, let me check this engine oil. This thing is too thick. I need something quite light, very, very light. I'm not going to use the engine oil there, so I will go with fuel. Fuel goes in fast and does almost the same job, almost similar job. So I'm going to let fuel go into this part, and then let me see if it has really touched it. Okay, fuel goes in, and then what do we do next? We tighten further. There's something I always do while doing this, but in the absence of that, I can't really get access to that at the moment. It's supposed to be 12 sockets. What I do is I fix the 12 sockets to this particular bolt head, then I tap it a little, so the hammer doesn't directly affect the bolt head, but instead it touches the socket. So in this case I would have used a 12 socket, but in absence of that I will go the old way where I have to tap this bolt gently. Okay, let's go. Let's see. It's still very, very stiff. It's still very, very stiff. Still very, very stiff. Still very, very stiff. We add a little foil again, just to soften it a little. We'll be using all necessary means to pull this this rotor, rather the armature, all necessary means. So washout will be improvising regularly when need be. All right, taking it back again, and then we tap further a little. Let's see, this looks like it's a tall order now. This looks like it's a tall order. Okay, we've tried that and it doesn't work. We tried that and that doesn't work. What we do again is we are trying to just displace this from the crankshaft. Okay, we tap here a little. Okay, the bearing a little. Now it's out. I know you'll be wondering, why did it come out easily this time tapping the bearing, and it didn't come out initially when we tapped this bolt? Okay, for those that will be wondering if the bolt head has not been damaged because of tapping, of course not, it hasn't been damaged. You still see the 12 spanner which we used in losing the bolt is still very much intact. You see it still went in very well. You just have to tap it gently. Okay, I'm not saying you should go and hit it like you are trying to crack a rock. That's not what I'm saying. You tap it gently, and of course after tapping gently and it doesn't come out, next thing you do is to tap here gently again. Tap the bearing gently, and that alone will help you out in removing the armature from your gen. Okay, while I was talking, I talked a lot about the crankshaft. I always said the armature was connected to the crankshaft. This is the crankshaft. We are still going to lose further, and when we lose further, you see the entirety of the crankshaft, how the crankshaft looks like. And if the video is not too long, we may try to explain how the crankshaft works. But let's see, I am not sure that will be possible in this particular video because we are trying to make this video short as possible. Okay, let's go. Okay, loose gently so you don't get injured. The generator is quite sharp. If you are not careful, you will get injured without even knowing. Okay, what we just did was to slack the bolt of this banjo. This, we call it banjo in this part of the world. This particular stuff is what we call banjo in this part of the world, but I'm not sure I know the exact name for it. But whatever it's called, it's you shall do know what I'm talking about when I make mention of banjo. So these 4 bolts are what connects the banjo to the core engine, and we'll tap a little because it's quite strong now. We'll tap a little and it's out. So we'll keep the banjo, everything will lose. We keep them at one spot. All right, while doing that, we have successfully divided, to use that term, we have successfully divided a generator. Now this is a generator. A generator is actually divided into 2 parts: the main part, which is the engine, and the other part, which is right there, the alternator, which comprises of the armature and then the rotor, armature and the feed windings rather. Okay, before I lose further, knowing fully well that if I'm to lose this part now, I will gain access to the internal part of the generator, and that internal part is what contains the engine oil. So I will, wow, this is quite strong, so I think I need plier to help out. Yeah, We are going to check if there's engine oil. Of course, I believe there should be engine oil. It looks like there's engine oil. So what we'll be doing is, there's engine oil, though very small. So what we'll be doing is we'll be draining out the engine oil. The reason for draining out the engine oil is so we have a neat environment. We wouldn't want to lose this out and the oil gushes out. Okay guys, we had to get this can. It's actually a complete water can, and we feel I have to divide it, of course, so it's able to accommodate the oil we have in the generator. Okay, it's quite windy now, I know you will notice, but please bear with us. We have to complete this video. Okay, first thing, we lose out the oil outlet bolt. It's usually 10. We take that out. Why we lose this out is so we can take the oil out, like I've stated several times already.
Hello guys, thank you so much for watching our videos even up to this very point. We truly appreciate. And if you've watched our video to this very point right now and you still haven't subscribed, I honestly don't know what you are waiting for. Please do well to click on the subscribe button just around this video, and also do well to click on the notification bell so when videos are posted you are among the first to see them. I'll quickly introduce you to something right now, which is our membership community. YouTube gave us a membership community about 4 months ago, but we decided to activate it just a few weeks ago. The membership community is a community where you have direct access to us. You get to ask your different questions, drop your different complaints that originally we couldn't address in the comment section. We give you priority response because you now have to come to directly to our WhatsApp, where we just talk one-on-one. We can even do video calls if it warrants. And this membership community is divided into 3 plans. We have the silver, we have the gold, and of course we have the platinum. The silver gives you direct access to us already. You just need to pay a little token so you get direct access to us. And likewise the gold and of course the platinum. You can just check on the join button right now to see the plans available and the amount for each plan. However, the reason for this is so we can have access to our different persons on our community, different persons on our platform, different persons that really loved our videos, so they don't have to stress themselves out to figure things out just in case they couldn't get it on our videos. So this time around we help them do everything. We crack our brains together and see if we can come out with solution to their own problem. So just head over to the join button now, click on the join button and pick any plan of your choice that you fancy. Okay guys, let's continue to our video.
Okay, that's the oil still left inside, and now we take out everything. Okay, that's it. And then while we are losing, I actually feel we should have lost this part, but it's almost of no big difference because anyhow you lose the generator, the most important thing is you lose the generator. But let's lose this out now so you get access to the piston, because the aim of this particular video is to dismantle this generator to the last bolt, and I mean it, to the very last bolt. We dismantle it and we will recouple while fixing the relevant things that needed to be fixed. Okay, voila, this is the valve. This is the tappet. Okay, if you notice carefully, if you have ever loosed a generator before of this size, you will notice this valve is quite different from other valves you've loosed. Okay, probably that's a teaching for another day, trying to explain why. It's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of time. There are a lot of things to learn from generator, obviously, a whole lot of things, but we'll try to go best on this channel to teach you gradually. Okay, the top cylinder, which is this is the top cylinder. The top cylinder, which is this, is connected to the engine via 4 bolts. We've loosed just 2 already, and we'll lose another 2. How do we get access to the other 2? We have to take off this. We have to take this off first to get access to the other 2. Meanwhile, this is connected by 4 bolts as well. Okay, as a non-technician or a young technician, by young I don't mean age, I mean a technician who is just new to the field, when losing any part of your generator, take cognizance. If it's possible, write things down so you don't end up misplacing things when it's time to fix it up. Okay, it's very, 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 very important. All right, this is the pushing rod. Like I said earlier, the pushing rod. Okay, we now have access to the other 2 bolts. Now it's time to take them out. 1, 2. It's time to take them out. All right, and then what next? There's something I would do here. I'm not sure you guys are aware of it, but what I've done over time as a technician is this: when losing a generator, I hardly take off the carburetor separately, even though in this particular generator I will have to service the carburetor anyway. But I just want to teach you guys that particular pattern, just in case you have a generator that has another issue and you don't have to touch the carburetor. So this is how you do it. You take off this bolt, this spring rather, this spring that connects the governor to the carburetor. You take off the spring. Okay, you take off the spring from the carburetor, and voila, it's now easy to pull out. So you don't have to really tamper with the carburetor again. Okay, doing this, you can, it's a little bit stiff and it's understandable considering how long the generator has not really been in use. So gradually we will take it out. This is the inner part of the generator, and we have seen the excreta of a rat. I think this is the excreta of a rat here. That has to tell you the generator has been abandoned for a long time. Wow, I'm surprised seeing that here anyway. So what next? What we do next after taking off this, we have to first of all arrange the parts in a very nice position so you don't miss out on things, you don't misplace things. Okay, what we do next is to take out the starter system. Take out the starter system. Okay, Okay, this is the governor spring. Of course, you have to take it out. This is the starter system loosed successfully. That's the starter system loosed successfully, and this is the cam taken out successfully as well. I'm trying to record the name for this now. When I do record, I'm going to tell you. I'm trying to record the name. It just kicked my head. But when I do record, I will tell you. I will tell you. The function of that is to actually push the pushing rods, and it's connected to the cam. Actually, this is connected to the cam, where it touches one of this side, two touches here or here, and of course with the help of the pushing rod, it's able to affect the valve tappet, which in turn works on the valve itself. Is that complex? If that's complex, I'm sorry, I won't explain beyond that in this particular video because of time constraints. Okay, so this is what we have left in this generator. Okay, this is what we have left in this generator, and after doing this, we would have successfully taken out the generator to the last bolt. Now what we have to do now is to take out the connecting rod from the crankshaft. We separate this connecting rod from the crankshaft. Okay, let's go. I think I need to change this. This is not giving me what I want. Let me get another one. Okay, let's try this out. This looks like it's going to fit firmly. Let's see if we have to do the job. Right, voila, we're able to do the job. You see, that's why as a technician it's good to have multiple spanners. I mean, as a technician, because sometimes your spanners would not really fit in because they've been used multiple times. You just have to look for your backup spanner to lose those bolts that are difficult to lose, and that is a trend you would have noticed so far while losing this. Some bolts I tried using to, some spanners I tried using to lose because they've been used for years now. Some may have worn out. I just quickly rush back to my backup spanner to do justice. Alright, this is the part of the con rod. Okay, if you watch here carefully, this is the crankshaft and this is the con rod. We'll lose the other part. So what we do next is to push this out, and pushing this out, the piston comes out with it. Okay, so this is it. The con rod and the piston together, the crankshaft goes through the middle. Okay, all right, we're heading somewhere. We are dismantling, and at the same time dismantling, we are learning a lot. So what is left now is to simply take out this crankshaft. Okay, that's what's left out. And let me see what the spanner is for that crankshaft. Okay, I am not sure. That should be 19. That should be 19 spanner. I'm not sure I have that right here with me. I couldn't find a suitable spanner to lose this. I didn't come with it, but it's actually a 19 spanner. A 19 socket would do justice to it. I have a 19 flat with me here, but that would work. But that wouldn't work. A wheel spanner will work as well. I think a part of a wheel spanner has a 19 socket, so that would work as well. But that's not a big deal. It's just to lose it, and that will be all. If you can lose down to this point, of course you can definitely lose this. This is one of the easiest place to lose. All right, let's just take a quick scan at the generator, at the crankcase proper. This is the crankshaft, like I've always said. This is the rotating part that in fact connects to the armature. This part connects to the armature. This is how it works. When here rotates, the armature rotates. Okay, this is how it works. And one more thing, this is the governor of the generator. Anytime you are using a generator and you hear of a term governor, this is the governor of a generator. It's similar to the function of the governor of a state anyway, because they perform the same function. They help in regulating the happenings of that state. Same applies to the generator. This governor helps in regulating the affairs of this generator. If a generator picks too much loads, it regulates it so the generator can work properly. Alright, that is it from us from this class. We've been able to lose out everything that pertains to a generator. If I have my way, I will try to explain bit by bit of all the parts of a generator. But this is part 1 of this class. We'll do part 2. Part 2 is all about coupling generator and making it start. Alright guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, I honestly do not know what you are waiting for. These are top quality contents we've dropped on this channel. The aim is for you to learn and learn very well. If you haven't subscribed, please do well to subscribe. If you really want to talk to us in private, just click on the membership join button there just around this video and get access to us directly. But notwithstanding, you can also drop your comments in the comment section and we'll respond to them accordingly. So meet in our next class. It's goodbye. Take care.